Hi everyone, and yes, I am back from my vacation. Now, most of you know that, okay, if I've spoken to you personally, then you know all about the horrible things that have happened on my vacation. But for those of you who may or may not know, let me just kind of give you a quick overview about what's up and what happened. Okay, so first off, my camera, it's broke. The other one. That's why I've got to use this crappy one that you're watching now. So it's all that money I invested into it, down, gone, over. So that's a couple $100 down the toilet, and I wasn't able to get real good clear video footage. Now, so with the camera breaking, that means I lost about 36 hours worth of footage. So I had to use this one, but I'm grateful to have it. Now, I left on a Saturday at 10, and I was literally talked into driving straight through from Mobile, Alabama to Kissimmee, Florida. And you can Google it and see the travel, the miles, but it's about 550 miles, and it's about took me 8 hours, 8.5 hours, plus I gained an hour through time change. Now, because I was talked into this, now let me start real quick. I am a severe diabetic. I am what I would say almost a critical diabetic, because I've had it since 1983. So, I can't push myself like a normal person, per se. I've got to really watch my health. So I was talked into leaving Saturday at 10 o'clock and drive straight through to the hotel I was staying at. And the hotel was kind enough to let me go and do an early check-in. And as soon as I did my early check-in, they left the keys to my room with the security guard, and I had to go straight to Universal Studios. And now remember, I hadn't eaten nothing, I've had no rest, I just had to go straight. Spent all day at Universal, and I spent all night at Halloween Horror Nights. Honest to God, I did not get back to my resort or hotel till 1 o'clock that morning. And I had to go through all the process and junk of finding the security guys, and showing them my ID and da 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 da. So I did not go to bed actually till close to 2 in the morning. So luckily I was able to sleep till about 10 that next day, and I was able to go to the Vinland Premium Outlets, which was awesome. Great deals. I was able to go to Downtown Disney, do Disney Quest. I got to eat at that Irish place. I got to eat at that Cuban restaurant, which was great. I mean, and I've got videos of that up. I think it's day 2. So, my third day after that went to, my third day I went to Epcot, which I have the video footage of that is up, and that was my third day. It was great, absolutely awesome, and it just made my trip completely. So, when I got done with Epcot, when I got to the resort, back to the home or resort, or I have dentures, and my bottom dentures, I was cleaning them, and they flew out, hit the floor, and broke in half. So I went around panicking, and I had to wait till 9 o'clock in the morning, and I had to ride out to every pharmacy, and I spent, I bet, $30 trying to find gimmicks to try to fix it. Well, I finally got fed up with it because it was getting around 12 o'clock, and I super glued the things. Now, it's not safe, but redneck ingenuity. So, I super glued the stupid things together, went on to Universal Studios. So when I got there, I met up with the people I was vacationing with, and they proceeded to tell me that they were leaving a day early, so Magic Kingdom was going to be moved from a Friday to Thursday because of them. They had to do it their way, so I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I had to cancel my reservations, my fast passes, all that junk for Friday. So, you know, I'm pretty stressed out about all this anyway, because I'm the type where I like to know what I'm doing every day, or I like to plan things like Wednesday, Epcot, Thursday, Universal. You know, I don't like particularly to get off my planned day, per se. I'm not militarian, but I mean, I like to know where I'm going. If I'm gonna go that way, I want to know if I'm going east or west. So all that crap got changed, and you know, and I'm walking around Universal with super glue dentures, and so I'm testing my teeth out per se with real food and that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to make it a positive, and I noticed whenever Halloween Horror Nights came up or happened that I felt, I ate a funnel cake, so I tested my blood sugar, and it read 500, which is high. So I took my insulin pump and I took the right amount to bring it back down. Well, the people I was vacationing with, they got tired and just left and said, well, we're leaving, you know, have a nice day. Left me there. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to try to get my money's worth out of Halloween's Horror Nights. So I went to Freddy vs. Jason and just hung around. But when I got out of there, I noticed I felt real funny. So I tested my blood sugar again, and my machine said high. So I put that into my insulin pump, and I took insulin. Well, when I left, I felt just drunk almost, and I was driving back to my resort. I don't know what happened, but I know that I went to an insulin shop and I wrecked. I ran into the guardrail getting off at exit, ran my car smack into it, going about 65 miles per hour. So when I woke up, I was in the hospital. So as I was in the hospital, I was sitting there, and I was waking up, and I was getting the correct the liquidation of sugar to bring me back out of it. There was a cop there, there was a nurse, doctors, and they were telling me about how lucky I was to be alive and all this, in which I agreed. And then the cop gave me 2 tickets because he said I didn't have proof of insurance and careless driving. I do have insurance, but they told me they'll tear that up. Thank God. So I gotta pay $176 for a wreck that I had. So I'm without a car, and I am getting checked out of the hospital. Well, I send a text to the people that I'm vacationing with, and they told me in a text, in a nice way, said, so they was just not going to pick me up to take me to Magic Kingdom at all. Now you got to remember, I've been up. The only time I've had rest is when I was unconscious. So I'm hysterical and stressed out. I don't feel good, and I'm getting checked out of the hospital. So they all of a sudden decide to come and take Grace on me and pick me up. They picked me up at the hospital. We went to Magic Kingdom, and when, I couldn't see because I didn't have my glasses. My glasses was left into the car. And so I'm really enjoying Magic Kingdom and that kind of good stuff. So when we went to Downtown Disney and we ate, and I didn't enjoy the meal because let's put it like this, I was just stressed. And
tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
So when all that, and they took Grace on me and dropped me off at my resort at the hotel. Well, they said they were leaving bright and early in the morning. Now you got to remember, I'm panicking because I have no way to get home, and I have to take care of all this car stuff, and I've got to figure out a way to get home. So I booked a flight to come home, a one-way ticket flight, and I have to get on this. Well, the people I was vacationing with, they went on home and just left me to deal with it. Okay, I see. All right. So, as they were traveling home, called this guy to pick me up, and I had to make 2 stops. One at the place in which I had to pay them $234 for them to sell my car. I had to pay them $234, and then they're going to sell it off for scrap metal. That jerks, just jerks. And I hope they rot in hell, crooked bastards. And so I get into the taxi, and this taxi takes me to the airport. Well, this guy who can't even speak English hardly, all I can say is, how is the weather? Hola, how is the weather? Weather wonderful,
I'm Detective Carter. Do you speak any English?
So we get to the airport, and you think the guy would kind of cut me a break, but he didn't. He said $95. So I had to pay him $95 to go home for the taxi ride, for a ride that was only a 35-minute ordeal and was less than 25 miles. I had to pay $95 for this grand trip. Shit, I could have paid $25 more and been brought there by a limo. I mean, my God. So, after he ripped me off, and I had to walk with my luggage all the way back down to the other end of the airport in Orlando, and I had to pay $30 for my luggage, and so I went through the whole FBI federal body search, scanning, check for diseases and all this other crap, and I finally get there and I come home. So I finally get back home. Well, needless to say that I still have not got my teeth fixed. My glasses have actually broke, so I've had to super glue and tape them together. I feel like a super glue human, and not to mention that I've got a pile of stuff to bring my little niece and nephew, Matty Cat and Little G, and I have no way out there, and now all that's out of the way. And let me tell you, there's a lot more of like emotional, I would consider emotional abuse that I suffered from all this, per se. And it sounds like a lawyer technical term. But now the good thing is, I got to go to Universal. I got to go to Halloween Horror Nights. I got to go to Epcot, which was awesome. And I got to go to Magic Kingdom. And when I did these things, I did exactly what I had planned on. And I have to say that the place that I was staying in, Fantasy World 2 Resort, that was the most wonderful, awesome place in the world. I felt, I mean, like, when I went and running around doing stuff, when I came there, I enjoyed the room and the jacuzzi thing and all that. I enjoyed it all so much that I didn't even turn on the two giant big screen flat plasma TVs. And I didn't even watch any movies that I had on the DVDs. I mean, that's how much I enjoyed the room. It was great. They had free Wi-Fi in the room. It was awesome. So, you know, the trip was very 50-50. And so out of my vacation, I've learned a lot. And this is what I've learned. Next year when I go, I'm going with a whole new breed of folks. I'm going to just kick their ass into gear, and I'm going to make them go. And when you go on vacation, I've learned this little lesson. If you're not going with your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, or, you know, whoever, make sure that you go with someone that you know is going to be a positive, enjoyable, and somebody that's going to be there in case an emergency happens. That'll be there to help you out. That just won't be like, well, sorry, we're not breaking our plans. You can do whatever. Handle it your own self. You know, I mean...
What the hell did you just say?
The lesson is, if you go with somebody that's reliable and that you trust 100%, and that you're going to have a really great time and make wonderful, great memories. I'm planning on going again. As soon as I get a new ride, I'm going to completely and utterly start saving every bit of my money, and I'm going to go get a yearly pass to Disney World and maybe Magic Kingdom. I mean, not, but maybe Universal Studios and Disney World. So that way I'll have an option to go all year. And I'm just gonna, it's gonna take me a while because I've got so many bills to pay now, and I'm so into debt. And and another thing is too, that, you know, since we're talking about people in general, you know, I had to fly into Pensacola, Florida. Don't know why, but that's just where I had to go. And my godnephew, Jerry, man, I love you. Thank you so much. You canceled your plans, and you came out there and got your old uncle and brought him home. Thank you so much, man. I love you for that. That you established my faith in humanity, per se. So, thank you, Jerry. Gonna give you a shout out. And, you know, I don't mean to be a negative Nancy with all of this. It's just, it was a pretty rough trip. I did have fun when I was there. What I experienced, it was great. It was wonderful. If you get a chance to go, go. Because you know what? I'm going back. I don't care. And I've learned my lessons. I'm going with new people, and I'm just going to have a blast. will see y'all on the next show of my shopping haul. Alright, so I'm going to let y'all go. Bye. I'll see you later.